Okay, welcome to Fix the Future.
Kathy Bissell, is this foundation, is what you do a dream come true?
It is. It's actually like the most satisfying thing I've ever done, knowing that I'm saving lives. I love animals, and this is the most rewarding thing I could think of doing.
What do you mean when you say you're saving lives?
We save lives as a foundation just on a regular basis. You know, people think about animals that are strays, or we work with shelters, or we work in disaster. We transport animals so they can get adopted. We have huge adoption events. And we have what we're doing here, which is Fix the Future, which is spaying and neutering, which saves millions of lives. Because every single pet that might have a litter could have anywhere from 3 to 12 in a pack, and we are preventing that. And so it's really rewarding to think that we are making such an impact on saving lives.
How does one go about starting a foundation when there's such a passion? Take me back to your history.
You know, I think it's just because it's passion driven. That's why the foundation was started. I mean, I started small. I was helping the Humane Society of West Michigan, and we were trying to raise money, and I did a fundraiser. And the fundraiser, we continued it for 3 years under the Humane Society of West Michigan. And we started making so much money that it was better to share the wealth. So we shared it in West Michigan, Kent County, and different places. And then we just kept raising money, and with the help of Bissell, we were raising more, and it just spread. And that's how the foundation really started. And then it just kept growing and growing, and we just kept going across the country and doing more. And we started with Empty the Shelters in 2016, and that became the largest funded adoption event in the country. And to date, I think we've done over 300,000 adoptions working with the shelters. We have almost 7,000 shelter partners across the country we work with. We don't fund them all, but we work with them and give them the tools that they need to be successful if they feel they need it.
Well, let's talk about fixing the future. What's happening at this clinic?
So at this clinic today, we're doing cats. I think we have about 130 cats here today. We have 3 veterinarians cutting on a regular basis. They're very fast. They're high quality, high volume. And then we have a 4th vet here who will be checking for health of every pet before they have surgery. So it's really exciting. We have a ton of volunteers who are amazing. I mean, volunteers make things happen, so it's really wonderful. And we have a lot of skilled technicians as well as veterinarians. But people give of their time because, you know, nothing happens unless people volunteer. You have to volunteer, and it's something this big, it's about volunteering.
So the cats that we're seeing are coming from different shelters, feral cats, and then they go back to either be adopted or...
They're coming from shelters, reach out in their communities. So we have Berrien County, we have Greater Hillsdale, we have Hats out of Midland. They reach out to their community to say, we have 30 openings today. If you have a pet you would like to have spayed or neutered, you know, sign up with us. And those spots fill up like that. And it's basically free to them at this clinic. Some clinics, you know, you pay for a little bit, but no more than $35 a dog and $25 a cat. And so their animals come here and they get fixed. You know, the cost today is anywhere from $300 in a rural community to $1,500 in a larger city. So it's a great service that a lot of people can't afford. So this is bucking that system. It's providing care to people who can't afford it, but there are people who can afford it, they just can't get in to get their pets spayed or neutered. So we're just trying to change the game and make it available to everyone.
You're fixing the future.
We're fixing the future.
What about the care of a special needs dog? I think we're gonna meet your tripods.
Yes, yeah, they are really cute. You know, we as a foundation are working to save lives all over the country, and we do a lot in Louisiana, and these 2 tripods were found as strays. They were in really rough shape, and so we had their legs removed and they're happy as could be, and now they're going into a foster home, and it's wonderful. And this is how it works. You find these animals, you try to save them any way you can, and we find homes for them.
What's in our backdrop? Do we have a couple special Bissell family members?
So the black dog in the back, Ranger, he's a feral found on the street. He was shot in the leg and he had a busted femur, and the bullet is actually lodged in his other leg. He was hit by a car, he has a fractured neck. He is frightened of people, of course, as he would be, and he was caught in a claw trap. So he's had a pretty rough life, and I couldn't let him go. The other one is a little, also feral. I didn't even know she was a beagle, hairless, absolutely no hair, and very frightened and very sick. And so I thought she was only going to live for like 3 months, and here it is a year. So she's living her life, best life.
How can West Michigan help?
You know, I think if everybody understands in their minds that spay and neuter is the only way we're going to stop the suffering of animals, it really is the only way. It's not something people want to give money to because they can't see the cute face they're saving, but if they, in their mind's eye, think about a pet that's suffering on the streets and they could prevent that pet from having litters and those pets suffering, like the feral cats, you know, they don't live very long on the streets. So if people think about spay-neuter, supporting spay-neuter, that's the way. That's the only way we get out of this problem.
And you're expanding to help more?
Yes. Across the country, we're working this program. Last year, within a year and a half, we did 123,000, but in 1 year, we did 96,000 spay and neuters in 24 states. This year already we're at 90,000 and we're only halfway done. So we know we can accomplish, 190,000 spay and neuters and possibly 210, but it's funding. And we're trying to keep the prices low for people so they can bring their pets in. They want to bring their pets in. All pets get vaccinated, which is huge at the same time. So all of these cats coming in are being seen by a vet. They're all being vaccinated. They're being microchipped or ear tipped. And then they're being spayed and neutered. So those services would cost typically a lot of money. And that's why we're trying to buck this system and get people's pets healthy and help them. Everyone needs help. You're a good girl, huh? You're a good girl.
Celebrating vibrant people.
Captivating places.
And remarkable things.
This is Living West Michigan.
I'm all about